talking of leeches, did you see the dregs that they put into Big Brother last night?
I've not been watching it.
It's bad enough anyway. It's a house full of people you wouldn't cross the road to save, right?
Yeah.
But there's they've put in 3 more to spice it up a little bit. They've put in a low esteem model.
Sure.
Right? They've put in Mr. Bean, who is the whitest man I've ever seen. I mean, it's like a new race.
Yeah.
He's nearly see-through. And this thing that looks like Matt Lucas in a bikini.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The fat things on her back, I thought she was coming towards me.
Really?
It was unbelievable. And the first thing she said, she went in, she looked in the mirror, adjusted herself and went, "Oh, me minge!"
Oh.
That's the level, it's
Do these people have relatives? Is there anyone in the world who knows them, claims to be a friend of theirs?
Families.
Do they have family there, or the family just, have they just moved away?
No, their family, their family are probably quite proud of them, because they're on the telly. It's probably like, saw your daughter last night saying, "Oh, me minge" on the telly. Yes, she was on the telly, wasn't she? Yes, she was on the telly. What about the bit about "Oh, me minge"? She got one out immediately, went, got it out, lobbed it out. I mean, it's unbelievable. It looks like an experiment.
I can't watch it anymore. It's just too much now. Because I can't relate to those people in in the first series. I always remember it seemed like a genuine social experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
There was intrigue, there was drama.
Yeah.
It was genuinely great hypnotic television.
Now it's like putting ants in a jar and shaking it.
I don't know but even now, I couldn't watch that once a night, every week.
No, I know.
It's just...
It is unbelievable that what people are willing to do now on the title, because they've just put in people. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. You don't care about anyone. But I suppose what's good is that I think you watch it now because you want one of them to fall over and hurt themselves.
Yeah, or just choke on a chicken bone. And no one else in the house knows the Heimlich maneuver.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, feed him more chicken. Send in more roast chicken. So we got a wonderful celebration for you.
Pushing the Senses by Feeder on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Alright? How you doing, Karl?
I'm alright, yeah.
Another holiday?
Well, it wasn't holiday. It wasn't holiday.
Well, it was. You had 5 days off work. Why isn't it holiday? You had 5 days not working for a living. You know how many days holiday gets a year now? 29.
Oh. That's more than teachers, isn't it?
It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Well, I know the kind of hours you work, Rick. It's mad. I mean, if you're not in work by midday, you're furious.
No, but I mean, I'm always...
29's normal. For the normal working person.
Yeah, but, you know...
And anyway, it wasn't a proper holiday. I went to see my mum and dad. It's nice to see them and everything, but it's not holiday, is it?
Why?
It's not going away. It's not getting on a plane, is it? Going away.
Oh, is that definitely a holiday? What happened before 1950?
I don't know.
We used to go... yeah, exactly. People used to go to Blackpool or Brighton. That was holiday.
Yeah, but I didn't
Where did you go?
Went to Wales.
There you go. Lovely holiday. Lovely holiday. Have a holiday in Wales. That's what they say, innit? Come to Wales and have a holiday. That's what they say, innit? So, come to Wales and meet your parents. Come to Wales and have a little holiday.
Right. Well, anyway, it was good and that. It's always good to see him.
Yeah.
But,
week off work.
Do you know, like, my mum likes gnomes and stuff?
Yeah.
Right,
of course she does. She's lived with one for 30 years.
She said, you know, get your dad to take us to this park where they've got, like, you know, 6-foot gnomes and stuff, right? Have a walk about.
Sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. Sounds like a living nightmare.
Keep an eye on Karl.
So anyway.
He stood still for 2 minutes, someone bought him.
No, you can't buy them and that. It's like a little exhibition thing, right? And it's part of a hall. Right, this big hall that you have to pay to get in, but we didn't want to see the hall, I just wanted to see the gnomes.
Of course you did, yeah.
So anyway, my dad says, yeah, well, we can get in there for free.
Of course he did. Clever.
Right? So we parked up on this little country lane, right? No one about. We walked
How much
down,
is it to go in? Like £2?
About £3 each.
Yeah.
But he said, well, yeah, but if you don't have to pay, do you know what I mean? You enjoy it even more, don't you, when you're walking about and you think, I've got this £3 in my pocket, no one's having it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, looking over sort of for a bloke with a peak hat saying, can I see your ticket, please? I wouldn't enjoy it more, no. Go on.
Yeah, but you don't worry about it, do you?
You've got a bit of money now then, Rick. You know, you've changed.
So anyway, so we had to walk across about 4 fields.
For £3!
Right, and what happened was, we're walking through all these fields and what have you, big grass and muddy bits and all that, 'cause it'd been raining, and climbing over fences and stuff. And we're in this field, right? And I look to my right, and there's about 30 cows all staring at us, right? And Suzanne started to panic a bit. She said, we shouldn't be here. Dad says, of course we can. We're allowed to go wherever we want. You know, all this land, it's ramblers' rights and all that stuff.
Yeah. And take a cow if you want, unattended.
So
Serves him right for leaving him in the field unattended. I'm having one.
Yeah.
So keep us fed for a week.
Anyway, these cows start surrounding us.
Surrounding us. Oh, brilliant.
Oh no.
Face off.
And Suzanne's panicking, going, this isn't right. We're not gonna make it to the fence in time. They're moving faster than us, and they started sort of running a bit.
Wow.
And
it's like some kind of bovine West Side Story.
A
gang of cows coming at you.
Don't worry about it and stuff. But my dad had to sort of stand there and like wave a stick at him.
Of course.
And we got away, but Suzanne was like having a bit of a sweat
you got away.
saying, we could have got killed.
Sure.
And my dad saying, nah, it never happens. And I just wondered if it does, if there's a risk of...
Yeah, it is rare, but there's been a couple of cases of being trampled by cows. They're not aggressive, they sort of run through you. Well, they're aggressive if they've got a calf.
They did have kids.
What?
They had kids with them.
Kids, yeah. That's goats you're thinking of. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to sneak into the gnome thing, and they were worried that, like, if too many people did it, like, they've got some cows, we can just sneak in where cows, no one's expecting cows.
And the cows were going,
humans.
walk upright like a human. Don't walk upright.
They thought you'd blow their cover.
Yeah. Yeah, people have been killed by cows before.
Yeah, that was like the highlight, and then,
So when you arrived there, you were presumably covered in mud, looking like something that had just come from Glastonbury, staggering around this exhibition.
It wasn't that bad, it was just like a woods, and it had like a funny sort of funeral, like a graveyard thing.
Right.
With bodies sort of hanging out the ground and that, and, we had these 6-foot gnomes.
Right.
And then we just set off again, walked back. But we
sure this wasn't a dream?
No, it was good. But then I got back, right, Steve, and called up Ricky. I said, right, are you about? Have a chat and that. So he said, oh, just come round. It's a nice day. Have a drink and what have you. So I got round there at about 6:30, right? Go up to his door, knock on his door, right? He stood there with his tackle out.
Yeah, and what did you make of that? What was wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with that?
Why were you looking at it? Why were you looking at it?
I tried not to look at it. But again, you're always sort of attracted to it, aren't you? Kind of like...
I've never been attracted to another man's tackle. I don't know what you mean.
You can't help but have a little sly look. Well, especially when it's there. When you ring the bell, and I mean the one on the door, right? And that's hanging out.
And does he dress to the left or the right?
It was to the left, right?
Yeah, it was left, yeah. Just popped out of my shorts. For him. Just popped him out of the shorts.
Should have seen the state of him. Shorts on, no top, cigar. Looked like someone out of The Sopranos. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And then,
we sat on the balcony drinking wine, didn't we?
Did you pop it back in, or was it still...
Yeah, I popped it straight back in. I've got the laugh.
Sure.
I've got the laugh I wanted.
Yeah.
He walked in, he went, it's not that hot. Straight away. It's not that hot. Oh, brilliant.
And,
was that knob news, or is there more?
no, it's got more knob news.
That's just a taster.
Just a taster.
Listen, let's play some adverts, let's play some great music, and maybe we should have some early knob news.
Early knob news coming up. Landed by Ben Folds on XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
We've had a couple of emails, Rick, saying that there have been reports of people actually being killed by cows.
Yeah.
So it is actually quite a lucky escape for Karl and his family.
The worrying thing about that is it's tragic, and anyone dying unexpectedly, it's terrible. But what makes it worse is when it's something like being killed by cows, because there's a slight humour aspect.
Yeah.
I was killed by a cow.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you were killed by a falling safe,
Yeah.
the vicar might laugh.
Yes.
That's my worry.
Yeah, well, I read a story in the paper of a man who fell out of a window and died. He fell out of, he was like a third-story window and he fell out. But it was slightly amusing because at the time he was mooning.
I know.
For a laugh, he was mooning someone and he fell out.
I know.
So when he fell, like, even though it was tragic, he obviously had his trousers around his ankles and his arse out.
I know, the thing, there was a kid who died, got hit by a truck mooning. But the worst thing about that is, it's not funny enough to be killed for.
No.
Mooning isn't funny enough.
No, it's just not a good enough gag.
Do you know what I mean? It's a witless sort of thing to do, and then to be killed for it.
If you'd just done a 2-hour impromptu Eddie Izzard style, you know, routine, and then you got tragically killed, that would sort of make sense.
But doing something that's
mooning, it's almost karmic, because it's such a bad joke.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like in some weird universal karmic way. It's like, if you hadn't been mooning, maybe you wouldn't have got killed.
I know.
If you hadn't done such a lame joke, maybe you'd be okay.
Yeah, but that's it.
But there's lots, you don't want to be walking along, you know, you don't want to be walking through the garden and stand on a rake, and it flips up.
And it hits you so hard.
And it's like a boing noise as it hits you.
and it hits you so hard that it kills you.
It kills you, yeah. Or you fall out of a window and a cactus goes up your bum. You don't want
you're
that.
killed by a cactus up the arse. Or you're at a concert and a fat woman stage dives.
Yeah.
And she just
Lands
squashes
on
you.
it,
How did he die? He was squashed by a big hefty...
Mama Cass just jumped on him.
Just big fat woman squashed him to death.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what though. Right, talking of fat women.
Go on.
I'm not having a go, but did you see Michelle McManus on,
Oh, man alive. Yeah. You are what you eat. What is she eating? Girls allowed. Look it out. It was unbelievable.
No, but to be fair, you know, she did
Did you see her in her bikini one day?
Yeah, well, yes, but she was always a little bit...
Yeah, but what do you mean a little bit?
Well, no, she eats too much, right, but what I did like about it was that she had a go, you know, she did lose
Trying hard and that, yeah.
Huh?
I quite liked her at the end of it, really.
Yeah,
she's not an unpleasant woman, she's a lovely woman, but I mean, like I said before, there was that interview in Heat magazine where she, you know, I tend to eat 11 packets of Doritos a night.
Yeah.
11 I mean...
Yeah.
Come on, Michelle.
That's too much, isn't it?
Unless you're trying to win some kind of competition, like trying to find some kind of, you know, a golden ticket in one of the packets. There's no excuse.
What could you possibly be trying to win to eat those every day?